Welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson here with Dick Jerardi. We have a great show today. We're going to bring you all the action from Parx Racing. We're going to catch up with retired top jockey, now exercise rider, John Bisono. We're going to talk racing from sunny Florida. All these stories and more, but it's cold here, but we've been keeping it rolling at Parx.
Keeping it rolling. It might get a little tougher next week, Dani, given some of the forecasts with zero kind of temperatures, but so far so good.
Well, let's talk about this week's race. It was a good one. We're talking about Monday's 9th race. Parx Hot Corner going for 5 in a row, 4 for his new connections. He's the favorite, going 6 furlongs in this optional claiming race. $50,000 is the purse. Can he do it again?
Yeah, I mean, look, Jamie Ness and his crew, they make a lot of good claims, but yeah, as you said, Dani, going for how many in a row? 5 in a row, and all of them been by open lengths for Parx Hot Corner.
Well, Ed Coletti sending out I Don't See Colors, our second choice by the great Uptown Charlie Brown.
Indeed, and Eddie and Uptown Charlie Brown, they've had some rather good success together.
Yes, they have. Well, here's Monday's 9th race.
I Don't See Colors sticks his nose in front, So's tries to counter. They sizzle through an opening quarter, 22 flat, go into the far turn. I Don't See Colors all out trying to shake them off. So's he's going in reverse. He's second, losing some ground. Bernie's Mitts, he's taking the second spot. Then it's Parx Hot Corner. He's raiding along into fourth. Don Tequila's Mac Daddy 2 is making his run up the rail, and he's getting in gear. And at the back, there's still All-American Rod and Capital Conquest. They go around the far turn. I Don't See Colors. He's been confidently handled a half, 45-3. I Don't See Colors has a big lead. Parx Hot Corner, Bernie's Mitts, they're both chasing, trying to reel in. I Don't See Colors, who has the lead on the far outside. Parx Hot Corner has some momentum. I Don't See Colors has the 16th left to go. Parx Hot Corner continues to gain, and here he comes, his 5th straight victory.
Parx Hot Corner did it again. It didn't look like he was going to get the win today, but his class prevailed. Him and Michael Sanchez getting the win. Look, I talked to Jamie after the race, and he really credited the exercise rider, which happens to be Michael Sanchez's brother, Mario Sanchez. It's a quirky horse in the morning and in the afternoon, and he really said, you know, him being able to get along with him and really help him with his training.
So look, he was claimed from a good stable, obviously. Won the day he was claimed, and it keeps winning all along. And this was interesting, Dani, because this horse has been winning loose in the lead or battling. As you said, came from 4th. He's thinking maybe he's in trouble. No, not in trouble. Wins again.
He certainly does. A horse on the move here. Well, we're going to go to Monday's 10th race. This is Fillies and Mares, another optional claiming $50,000 going 6 furlongs. Pachelbel, Esteban Padilla, the barn is hot, has our favorite.
The barn is hot, and that's just been a barn that's been hot like for a while now, so go for it.
We're going to see Alani, second choice favorite in the new barn for Mike Moore.
Yeah, Mike Moore and Alani, they look like a match made in, I don't know, for a winner's circle? Let's see.
Let's see. Here's the call on Monday's 10th.
Alani leads the way. 'Tis race day. Now a clear second with a wall of horses chasing behind. Coco's Vivian Eclair Blanc. She's back into 5th. Into her inside. There's Boss Like Beth in on the rail. Mount Masada's holding her position. That's Pachelbel back in 8th. Then back to the Bella Queen at the back. E.T.'s Moon Maiden. Alani has the lead. Coco's Vivian's going to take the first swing. She's a length back in second. They go around the far turn, 28-2 and 4. Alani has the lead. Coco's Vivian running a huge race to the outside. Then it's Tis Race Day. She's being asked for a little bit more. She needs to do a little bit better. Mount Masada, Eclair Blanc, she's in 5th. Pachelbel's getting in gear late. It's Alani with the lead. Frankie Pennington asks her for more. She is game on the lead and responding. Alani is all out. Coco's Vivian chasing, but not reeling her in on the far outside. Bella Queen getting in gear late. There's Pachelbel making up with some ground. 16th left, and Alani class on display. Alani gets the win.
And Alani does get the win. First off the claim, look, Frankie Pennington said she's just so competitive, so classy, a lot of fun to ride, and a big, powerful win.
It was close for a while, and then it wasn't close at all. Wins by more than 4 at the wire.
Well, it's time for us to step away for our first break. When we come back, we're going to catch up with John Bisono, former multiple graded stakes winning jockey, in his new role as an exercise rider. Coming up on Let's Go Racing.
Favorite Tail running a huge one here today.
It's happening again. Those missed tackles are starting to stack up. Your friends pleading with players who can't hear them. Sweating it out week after week. But not you. Why? Because whether they score or not, there's always another way to win on the BetParx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low, and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection, and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parx Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parx is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, running a successful stable, there are so many elements and so many key people that take part in getting to the winner's circle. And an exercise rider is one of them. And recently I caught up with former jockey, and he's not just a jockey. He is multiple graded stakes winning jockey, many wins all over the place. John Bisono on why it's so important.
Yeah, I think if you had an exacta, the most important people in the stable, obviously trainer is their number one. Groom, exercise rider, huge, both of them.
And John is one talented rider. Here's my catch up with John.
You know what they say, and I believe in it. When you do a job that is something you love, you don't work a day of your life.
Here with former jockey, now exercise rider, John Bisono. John, how long have you been in the business?
Oh, well, I've been in the business since I was like 16, 17 years old. I got my jockey's license. So, and before that, I galloped 2 or 3 years in the farm and then the racetrack. So it's been a while.
Are you having fun?
Oh, I always have fun. I mean, it's like I was telling you guys earlier. I mean, to be able to in this business, you know, it's so tough. Like days like today when it's windy out and it's cold, and you know, sometimes in the summer it's really hot. But you know, when you love the job, you know, it doesn't make it. It makes it easy.
John's it cold enough for you?
It's cold enough. You gotta love this sport. You gotta love it.
Well, you had one heck of a career as a jockey. You won some notable huge races, graded stakes. One that comes to mind is on Favorite Tale. You won the Gallant Bob right here at Parx. Take us back to that memory.
Oh, no, yeah. I had a great year that year. I won a couple nice stake races, and I had the opportunity to ride him, and we went with him. He was training really great. I remember that, yeah, I told Lupe, I said, Lupe, I think we're going to be really tough in this race. He goes, well, it's a tough race. I said, well, when they're training good like that, you know, they don't know it, and he went out there and he proved it.
Favorite Tail comes down on the final furlong and opens up by 2. Perno Bay down inside. Fast Data not gaining right now. Far outside, it's bump start. Favorite Tail has the lead with a 16th to go. Favorite Tail running a huge one here today.
You've been a part of some really big races, and now you've transitioned to being an exercise rider. I know you're an integral part to Kate's team. Tell us some of the things, some of our fans, what makes a good exercise rider? What are some of the things you can work with a horse in the morning that translate to the races in the afternoon?
Well, I always thought, like even as a jockey, I thought it was always important that once you get on that horse and, you know, you learn to read that horse. And like I said, they talk. You just got to learn to listen. And once you get on them horses and, you know, you get to feel them out. And especially like now, the difference is I'm getting on that horse every day. So you can tell the difference if, you know, if he's going right, if he feels right, is he happy, you know, sometimes they'll go a little bit off. And it's funny that when you're like, he was a little bit off today, like I'm talking about like his attitude. And then and when you ask the groom, he didn't eat all his feet, you know, it's little stuff like that, you know, and it helps. And, you know, and especially if you feel something wrong with the legs, a little bit off too, you know, and that's how, you know, it helps the trainers. And, you know, you want to win races, even when you're not riding.
What would you be doing if you weren't a rider?
I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I think maybe a race car driver. I think I like the speed, so, you know, I like the adrenaline. But, you know, I mean, I think this was a great decision for me when I became a jockey because I've always loved it from the beginning, even before I started riding. And, you know, there's no better feeling when you cross that wire in front, especially when you go through all that hard work in the morning, you know, when you get to see the backside part of it, you know, and so it takes a lot to go out there and win.
Green Grotto's desperate for the wire. Miwana Rose, Sasakaya trying to split those two. It's going to be tight. Here's the wire. Sasakaya got there right on the money.
Well, you certainly have a talent of developing horses, and I know Kate's credited you being a huge part of the team. What's your favorite part about coming to work every day?
Well, you know, I mean, it's like I said also earlier, you know, when you come to do a job that you love, you know, to me it's like you don't work, you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't work a day of your life when you do something you love. And, you know, I come happy every day, you know, and always come with open mind. You know, horses are different every day. Every horse is different. And, you know, you get to know them more, and you get to know the people around the area. You know, now as an exercise rider, you spend more time with the employees, you know. And, you know, it's a good transition. Everything is different, you know. That's the thing about the sport, that every little thing has its spots, you know, the jockey, the groom, the hot walker, you know, the trainer, the assistant trainer, the horseman, the shoe, everything has to do with it, you know. So it's a great experience. You know, you just keep learning every day. No matter how many years you've been in this business, you learn every day.
Hard question, but do you have a favorite horse that you rode?
I rode so many nice horses. You know, Favorite Tales is one because, you know, I mean, even if I had those horses that were running for $5,000, when they will go out there and just try, you know, and you know they're giving you all they have, you know, I mean, every horse to me was special, you know, and especially when they crossed that wire, you know they went through a lot to get there. So, I mean, yeah, I don't really have like a horse that sticks out like that, but of course all those stake races that I've had, you know, I like all of them.
John, you are such a talent. It's been so fun to watch you ride, and now getting to see you be a huge part of Kate DeMassey's team as an exercise rider. Thanks for taking the time with us.
Thank you, guys.
Well, it's always fun to talk to John, and you can just see his passion and what a talent he has connecting with these horses, and he's been a huge part of Kate's team.
Yeah, no, he was a terrific rider and a great spokesman for the sport.
Absolutely. Well, let's keep it going at Parx Racing. We're going to take a look at Tuesday's 8th race. This is the Gift of the Magi Sprint Starter Allowance. These are for horses that were winless in 2024 to get a little cash here. Now, Catch the Smoke ships in for Wayne Potts is our favorite.
Anytime he comes in, he's usually got a pretty good barn. We'll see how he does with this one.
Majestic Tiger, a second choice with Jackie Davis up.
Jackie Davis, one of my absolute favorites, the jockey family, Davis family. They're huge. They win everywhere.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of fun having her here at Parx. Here it is, the Gift of the Magi.
Skyhook has wrestled the lead back from Captain Chaz, and those two duke it out with a half mile left to go. The opening quarter, 22-3 on the outside. Skyhook, Captain Chaz presses to the inside. Coming up the rail, Majestic Tiger. He's coming to assert himself and make a bid, and he now takes the lead. Majestic Tiger has the lead. Skyhook back into second with Captain Chaz. Then it's Assad to his outside. Dixie's to his outside. Mink's hips don't lie. Then it's Spotted Bull. They go around the far turn. They're trying to catch Majestic Tiger, who now has the lead. He's gotten the cue. He's comfortable on the front end. He says, come and catch me. 46-4 for the half. Quarter mile left to go. Majestic Tiger made that big early move with the lead. Assad's chasing into second. Spotted Bull has absolutely nowhere to go, looking for a seam. He now has some room. He's coming up the rail full of run, trying to catch Majestic Tiger. He swishes his tail on the far outside. Mink's hips don't lie, getting in gear late. Assad, here comes Spotted Bull in the clear. Spotted Bull has 16th left to go, blows on by. Assad comes with him. Spotted Bull and Assad, those two down to the wire. Spotted Bull, Assad, Spotted Bull gets the win.
What a race, but Spotted Bull and George Vargas Jr. getting the win. Assad was coming with a run, but Spotted Bull, winless in 2024, got a win in 2025.
I love that. I don't know if I've ever seen that condition before. That's fascinating. You're right. It's a way to give people a shot that couldn't get anything done last year, get some money in the bounty. It's all good. Did you call that photo? Were you able to
No,
call
I
that?
didn't, but it was pretty cool. And Spotted Bull, a really handsome son of Munnings. Well, let's go on the Kentucky Derby Trail. We're going to go down to Tampa for the Pasco Stakes. 3-year-olds going 7 furlongs, $150,000. And Irad comes in, and he's going to be on the favorite here for Brian Lynch, Owen Almighty.
Owen Almighty's 1-2, second in the other one in the Iroquois at Churchill, a graded stakes race. So we'll see how he does in the Pasco, the beginning of the Tampa Bay run to the Derby.
Well, he's going to have to contend with the second choice, Naughty Rascal for Gerard Bennett.
Naughty Rascal, second in the inaugural at Tampa, so he's familiar with the racetrack.
We're on the Kentucky Derby Trail. Here's the Pasco.
Rookie card, now back and nose in front. Countering right back is Owen Almighty, 21-4, demanding test for this 7-furlong event. Naughty Rascal now comes up to join the party on the outside. So the three favorites once again in a cluster as they go toward that far turn. Oh, Rookie card took an awkward step there and is back to fourth now. So back to the top here. And on the outside, Naughty Rascal, Owen Almighty. They've gone about 5 or 6 in front of Cockeyed. Very Bold is up to that 4th position. Rookie card again dropped back to 5th. Juan Colorado is 6th. They come around to the top of the stretch. Naughty Rascal on the outside of Owen Almighty, and these two head and head to the top of the lane. They're 5 lengths clear. A Very Bold who now emerges up into the 3rd spot. A final furlong left to go. Owen Almighty on the inside of Naughty Rascal. These two with 150 yards left to settle their score. Owen Almighty on the inside, now back in front. Naughty Rascal now a length back. Owen Almighty edging clear late. Owen Almighty and Irad Ortiz Jr. to win it by a length.
Lots of drama in the Pasco Stakes. So Naughty Rascal is the winner with Edwin Gonzalez, Gerard Bennett, the local horse. But that really wasn't the horse that crossed the wire first.
No, Owen Almighty crossed the finish line first with Irad, who made the trip across, I don't know, Alligator Alley or however you get over to Tampa from Gulfstream Park. And he was DQ'd and put all the way back to 5th. They said he fouled the 4 rookie card. It was moved up a spot. Not that that helps the rookie card people, but the Naughty Rascal people quite pleased with the circumstances.
Yeah, they're on their way to the Tampa Bay Derby. Well, now it's time for the girls in the Gasparilla Stakes. This is 3-year-old fillies, same distance, 7 furlongs, $150,000. On the line, our favorite is Mrs. Worldwide. Brian Lynch, again, with the favorite here.
Yeah, Brian Lynch probably feeling a little snake bit at this point after getting DQ'd. He's got another favorite, as you said, and Irad is back.
Carlos David has second choice. Win and you're in. Gotta like that confident name.
I love that name. That's as good a name as you can possibly get. Win and you're in.
My good buddy Jason Beam, the track announcer, with the call of the Gasparilla.
Lynn's Milky Way, catch me if you can as they come to the 5/16 pole to lead out to 5.5. Up to the 2nd spot, Win and you're in. Mrs. Worldwide dropped right out of it, being passed there by Dancing Magic, who's up to 4th. But Lynn's Milky Way still with a 3.5, 4-length lead. Digging into it is Win and you're in, who's getting a little closer from that 2nd spot. 3/16 of a mile to go. Lynn's Milky Way to lead down to 2.5. Win and you're in on the outside has a lot of momentum. Also Dancing Magic's making up serious ground, going to wheel to the outside. A final 16th to go. Lynn's Milky Way still there. Dancing Magic on the outside is trying to fly at that one. Dancing Magic on the outside grabs the lead. And Dancing Magic and Junior Alvarado to win it by 2 in the end.
Top jockey Junior Alvarado rides Dancing Magic to victory here for Local Connections, Michael Campbell.
3.5 to 1, wins it by 2. Like the trip, love the rider.
Well, let's go across Alligator Alley to Gulfstream Park, Saturday's 3rd race. Fillies and mares going 7 furlongs. It's an allowance optional claiming race, $54,000 on the line. Why are we going to Gulfstream? Well, our good friend Jack Armstrong and Bobby Moscow have Emirates Affair.
Yeah, 15 to 1. Emirates Affair in for 20,000. This horse has won 7 in a lifetime, and Jack and Bobby every year take a couple down to Gulfstream. Remember, we had them on a couple weeks ago. They won with a bomb. Can they do this again at 15 to 1?
Well, let's see. Pete Aiello with the call of Saturday's 3rd race.
With the advantage, it's Alice Queen by half a length. Emirates Affair is now 2nd. 2 back to Timely Reward is 3rd. At the rail in 4th is Star of Saturn, hard ridden and not yet responding. A length and a half in front of our Relentless, then Sophia's Storm, and Brown Eyed Beauty is last. 5/16 from home, and it's now Emirates Affair who takes over the lead. Alice Queen is 2nd. 3 back to Timely Reward is now 3rd. Gaffleone still trying to get some kind of a reply from Star of Saturn. She's 4th and angling wide. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Emirates Affair 15 to 1 and looking to spring the upset. Back to 2nd is Alice Queen, then Timely Reward. Down the center in a late run from Star of Saturn. At the rail, Sophia's Storm. They come past the 16th pole, and the upset is on. Emirates Affair's a winner.
Emirates Affair gets the win for our Local Connections owner Jack Armstrong, trainer Bobby Moscow, Horatio Camaranos aboard. Look, what a confident ride. Drew clear and got the win.
Yeah, what was great is they were battling with the even money favorite, right? The one, the Alice Queen, and they just ran her right on out of the race. And here they do it again. Jack, Bobby in Florida.
Lots of celebrations down in Florida. Well, we're going to take another break, but you don't want to change that because when we come back, we have Jockey and Trainer of the Week and Best of the Rest.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided for over 4,000 former racehorses with a safe retirement.
These brave warriors do so much for the fans, and we want to make sure they're taken care of.
It's a group effort by all the owners and the trainers, and we've helped so many horses.
Responding to the need of a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retirement of the equine population at Parx Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
It's awesome. I mean, these are the things that we deal with every day that put us into the game and make the game great. Without the horses, we have nothing.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
Aftercare, it takes all of us, and every single person is responsible for it. These horses give us everything on the track. It's up to us to give them everything off the track.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please contact us at turningforhome.org.
It's happening again. Those missed tackles are starting to stack up. Your friends pleading with players who can't hear them. Sweating it out week after week. But not you. Why? Because whether they score or not, there's always another way to win on the Parx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson here with Dick Jerardi. And do you know what time it is? Time for our Jockey of the Week. Congratulations, Abner Adorno with a 4-win week here at Parx. A great way to start the new year, making him our Jockey of the Week. Sponsored by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. Well, it's time for our trainers to shine, and we have so many great trainers here at Parx, but we have to pick one. Here's our Trainer of the Week. Congratulations, Carlos Caban, this week's Trainer of the Week. 3 wins to kick off the new year and a great week for a small but competitive stable. The PTHA proudly partners with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation to bring our Trainer of the Week. Congratulations to our Jockey and Trainer of the Week. It's time for another Turning for Home family photo of the week. This is one of my favorite parts of the show. This is Jeeper. He retired from Jamie Ness. He had a lot of success on the track with 3 wins, but he is living his best life. He just went to his first overnight horse show with his adopter, Sarah. He's right here in Pennsylvania, handling everything like the pro he is. And great job by our partner farm, June Hillman and Castle Rock Farm, for doing such a great job transitioning Jeeper from the racetrack.
So the horses have like sleepovers like kids? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, they all go to a horse show, and they all get to go in the arena together. And Jeeper, he loves it. He thinks he's hanging with his buddies. Well, now it's time for Best of the Rest, and we're going back to Tampa Bay Downs. This is the $100,000 Wayward Last Stakes on mile and 16th for the girls. Rudy Brosset has the favorite.
Yeah, but it's little Jamie, the 8-horse, Dani, coming rolling down here, just coming from way back, and end up going to run by pretty late, wins by a length and a quarter.
Well, we're going to go to Aqueduct to the $150,000 Lady Stakes, a mile and 1/8. Todd Pletcher's loaded here with 2 horses. Tizzy in the Sky, Kendrick Carmuth moving off the rail to the 2-path.
Yeah, 3-5 KC and Todd Pletcher, hard combination to deal with, rolling to win the ladies by 3 at the finish line.
Kendrick with a smart ride there, getting the good ground. Well, let's go to this week's PTHA Trophy race. It was Tuesday's 7th race, and Sir Charlie Brown for Uptown Charlie Brown making a big move.
Yeah, and this is by Uptown Charlie Brown. This is one of the great stallions in the history of this state. And here he is again, by 4 legs at the wire for it.
And I catch up with his trainer, Ed Coletti, on Sir Charlie Brown and what it's like to train this whole family, a true homebred for Uptown Charlie Brown and Godric Stable. Ed, congratulations on our trophy win. Sir Charlie Brown, you've had so much success with this line. How fun is that, and how rewarding to be able to bring all these Uptowns along?
It's great. I mean, this is my stepmom's breeding, Torchwood. She did great. Midtown Charlie Brown, Midnight Charlie Brown. I mean, it's a great family. It's a great breed. It's just a fabulous training.
Yeah, he seems like he's pretty precocious, and I heard Abner say he wanted to do more on the gallop out.
Yeah, he said he was strong. Galloped out real strong to the 7/8. Thinks he's ready to go further, so let's hope so.
Well, it's time for Ion Racing, and Laurel Park's back in action. Repo Rocks in the Fireplug, Speedy Ness in the Jennings, and my girlfriends, Bourbon Bombay in the Geisha Stakes, stretching out, going long for the first time. And we have another Kentucky Derby points race at Fairgrounds.
We do, a little comp. I think this is the first really significant one. We're going to mile to 16th at the Fairgrounds. You got Built, really impressive recent winner, Disco Time 2 for 2 for Brad Cox. And our man, D. Wayne, has Innovator. Look out. And remember Warrior Johnny, who won here, the Turkey Trot? Around Thanksgiving time, he's in a race right before the Louisiana Stakes, so check out the fairgrounds at Laurel today.
He was a good-looking horse. Well, good luck to all of them. We're going to go to another break, but when we come back, we're going to try to make you some money for Inauguration Day here at Parx Racing.
It's happening again. Those missed tackles are starting to stack up. Your friends pleading with players who can't hear them, sweating it out week after week. But not you. Why? Because whether they score or not, there's always another way to win on the Parx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parx Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parx is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, it's time for Parx Picks. We're going to try to make you some money on this Martin Luther King Day and Inauguration Day. We're looking at Monday's 10th race. We kind of like the same horse, but...
No, you go first.
Lady, okay. Young Squire, post one, look top notch, and Vargas, they've been teaming up for a lot of wins here. I think they get it done again. I think the distance, the 7/8 helps them.
I'm going to go with a novel combination here. Get set. Jamie Ness, Michael Sanchez, they're doing it again. I mean, it's over. They're winning the titles again.
Well, we love our claiming horses at Parx, and one of the great claims just retired, Sweet Wilhelmina. She has been a pleasure to watch. We got to be a part of some really big wins, the Sal de Bunda, and also I saw her win the Glass Slipper and the Claiming Crown down in Gulfstream. She's retiring with 17 wins from the Scott Lake Barn.
Scott is one of the great claiming trainers of all time, and this is right up there in the best he's ever done. Sweet Wilhelmina for our man Scott Lake, the Hall of Famer.
She will be heading off to the sales ring and will be a really great mom. I can't wait to see her babies. I know she'll be missed by our barn. Well, next week we have a special show for you. It's the Jockeys Roundtable. Jessica Paquette talked with our jockeys on mental health, a really important, part of this business.
Absolutely. Do not miss it. Jess did a great job with it. And again, it's a huge part of the business. And listen to some of our jockeys, very articulate, explaining what it's all about.
Absolutely. A hard profession for sure. Well, come join us. We're here live racing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Get your hot chocolate. Get out here. We'll help you make you some money. Thanks for watching Dick and I, and we'll catch you next week on Let's Go Racing.
And they're off. Skippy Longstocking has early speed. We the people from in between horses. Taba has got the lead now. It's Taba in the center of the racetrack, but Taba is drawing away. And Taba with Mike Smith, they win the Parx Pennsylvania Derby.